24th November 1971, Portland, America. A flight of Northwest Orient Airlines took off from the airport. 30 minutes flight to Seattle nearby. 36 passengers and 6 crew members. But none was aware that a hijacker hid among them. A man named D.B. Cooper, dressed as a mere businessman. He sat at the very end of the plane, seat 18E. As soon as the plane takes off, he introduces himself to an air hostess named Florence Schaffner. He gives her a smile and hands her a note. The woman puts it in her pocket without reading it. Dan called her and said, "Madam, you should read it." When Schaffner read the note, her feet moved from the ground. It was clearly written, "Miss, I have a bomb, and I would like you to sit by me." Schaffner quietly sat by Cooper, but she still didn't believe his words. So Cooper opens his briefcase and shows her the bomb. And now he asks his demand. "I want $200,000 by 5 p.m. in cash, along with 2 parachutes in the back and 2 in the front. And a fuel truck shall be ready when we land." The passengers were still unaware of this, and the hostess didn't want them to know. She quietly went to the cockpit and hands the note to the pilot. And another hostess, Tina McClough, was informed, and now she sat beside Cooper. With these two, the communication between the pilot could be made. The pilot told the ATC, and it went to the airline's president, Donald Nyrop. So he was asked to make the decision, and he made an interesting one. He ensured every demand of the hijacker and managed the money from Seattle Bank with the help of FBI. The bank had money for this type of situation, special money. Why special? We will say that it later. But it took some time to arrange the money. So the half-hour flight became 3 hours long. The others were kept calm by reasoning technical problems. Finally, the plane landed on 5:46. As Cooper's instructions, the plane was parked far away from the main terminal building. After getting the bags, he let the passengers go, except Tina McClough. So the pilot, Cooper, and Tina took off again towards Mexico. Cooper orders them to fly at an altitude of 10,000 feet with an angle of 15 degrees and to fly as slow as possible. The pilots informed that flying with these configurations, it would be hard to reach Mexico. But Cooper didn't care. Cooper ordered Tina to go back to the cockpit and lock the door. Some moments later, a warning light flashed, indicating that the back door was open. Cooper had jumped. The pilots realized that later, when the plane started tilting forwards, they took the plane to Nevada and landed in Reno. The pilots found nothing but a tie and a clip on it with some tiered parachute. They found 66 unidentified fingerprints, being neither to the passengers or the crew. After 45 years of investigation, in 2016, the FBI gave up. There was no trace of Cooper. So where was he? If we investigate the clues, we can see nobody was harmed that day, nor anybody knew about the hijack. The credit goes to Tina McClough. Second thing, the man's name was not D.B. Cooper, it was Dan Cooper. A reporter named James Long was in a hurry and misheard the name Dan Cooper to D.B. Cooper. He used it in his report, which was picked by others, and it became popular.
Daredevil thief called D.B. Cooper.
D.B. Cooper.
D.B. Cooper.
D.B. Cooper.
The cash Cooper took was around 10 kilos and used 2 parachutes to jump. So police had an idea where Cooper could have jumped. He jumped in the southwest of Washington state. There were pine forests, lakes, and canyons in that area where bears lived. So first people thought there is no chance of Cooper to survive. The clothes Cooper was wearing was not suitable for jumping. Black clouds with rain was there at 5,000 feet, so Cooper couldn't see anything. The wind speed was around 320 kilometers per hour. Was another problem. Above all, The cold temperature. If Cooper landed on a lake, there is no chance of his survival. But after all, 5 copycat hijackers of DB Cooper did the same and showed that it was possible to survive. One of them was McNally, who survived in twice the speed of the plane of Cooper with using only one reserve parachute. I told you about the special money at the start of the video. The money that was all $20. The bank marked the code of the money and sent it all over the country, from banks to casinos. Everyone was told to inform the FBI if anybody found them, but the result was fruitless. 8 years since the hijack, Tom Bohan informed the true landing of Cooper as he was flying in that night just behind the plane of Cooper. Months later, an 8-year-old boy found $3,000 of the same code where Tom had marked. The hope rised a little, but it still didn't result. And it's still a mystery and will be one for years to come. If you like this video, watch my other videos. Link will be in the description.